What's going on, everybody? Heartless back here today for you. Got something a little different. If you can notice behind me, I have some graded comics. Take a look. 9.8, 9.6 autographs, sketches, CGC. Yeah, they're all CGCs, no CBCSs. That's cool. Anyways, here to tell you why I don't fuck with American comics anymore. I used to love them, collect them for about 13 years. I was really like balls deep, hardcore into comics. Got back into it, I think, in like really strong 2012, 2013 when I went to Boston Comic Con. Friend Ash was like, "Hey, you used to like comics. You want to go check out Comic Con?" Me and my brother. I'm like, "I like art and stuff. That's cool. Let me go check out comics." And I forgot how much I love them. Blew me away. I'm like, this art's amazing. Stories are pretty cool. What's going on with Marvel? I haven't read Marvel in forever. Got crazy into Marvel. Checked out a little DC. New 52 is pretty good. And fell in love with Image Comics again. I'm like, this is great. Oh my god, this is so good. And then flash forward to 2020, 2021. I could give two fucks about Marvel and DC. It's trash. I'm done with them. Canceled my pull list last month. I'm just tired of spending like anywhere from $3.99 to $5.99, even with the 20% discount. I wasn't reading the comics anymore. It just really wasn't worth it to me for anywhere from, 18 to maybe 22, 28 pages with or without ads. Image, you can sometimes get 30. But, like, the price point just keeps on going up and up for usually subpar art and subpar storyline. Like, I'm here to spend my money. I'm speaking with my wallet. Because if not, f*** you, it's my money. I'm going to do what I want with it. So what are my choices? You got your graded comics. This one's first appearance of Silk. I love Silk. Silk's f***ing awesome. This is the variant for Amazing Spider-Man 4, signed by Humberto Ramos. And this is CBCS. Different company, but whatever. And then we got something like Quintessential Quintuplets. This is what I'm into. What am I going to do? Am I going to read, a comic? Am I going to read a manga? Sure, this is worth money, but I enjoy this a lot more, sadly. So, yeah, done with comics. Why am I done with comics? There's multiple reasons of why I got out. First of all, started off small and really cute. Got a couple comics, 3 or 4 here and there a week. Wasn't a big deal. Started chasing down variants, buying multiple copies of books that were hot because I was really into speculating. Got a little burnt out, and I was like, I'm going to pull back a little bit. Pulled back a little bit. Stories were so-so. I was getting to the point where I was still buying 20 comics every week, every other week. Bagging and boredom, not even paying attention, and I was buying them digitally because they were cheaper digitally too. After a couple months of being out, they usually have sales on Comixology or whatever, and they just sit in a long box, and I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? Forgot about Manga, and I was reading Tokyo Ghoul here and there. I enjoyed it. Grabbed Goblin Slayer. I'm like, well, what else is out there? What do I really like? I really like Death Note. Hey, the creator of Death Note did Platinum End. I'm like, let me check it out. I think there was 2 volumes all the time. F***ing amazing. Anime's coming out. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. But anyways, yeah. So I was getting more into manga, but I was still, spending the end of it probably maybe $20, $30 a week on comics. It wasn't too bad. But at one point I spent like $150, $200, $300 a week on variants and everything like that. It was just out of control. Like, I really collect comics. I'll show you in the video. Alright, sorry for the shitty lighting, but this is to show you guys, I'm just not f***ing around. I actually do collect comics. I was collecting for 13 years, got 15 longs, I got about 9 shorties, bunch of CGC graded, CBCS, doesn't matter, signature series, non-signature series, I read comics. You ever see the Tijuana Bible? Just stupid shit that I collect before I got into manga again, it's kind of hard showing it, but who's got Vengeance autographed? Nobody. People want it. This is right before I got out of comics. East to West C2E2 variant. I have a 9.8 of it graded too, but I liked it that much. Second print, whatever. Something's killing the children. This is stuff that I got from New York Comic Con 2019. Again, this is just my hallway. Just stupid shit I collect that nobody cares about. I even stopped caring after a while. Something's killing the children. Yeah, what, the limited one of out of 500? The J. Lee? And the color for the Virgin, like Marvel shit. It's like, I just like comics. JCS. Alright, I'll set up and show you like what's in my decent I'm selling box. Yeah, you can't focus. There you go. Also, we get a bunch of prints, original art that I bought over the years, like sketches. I don't care about anymore. I'll tell you why. Here's like a couple of the slabs I actually care about. It's a birthday gift from my brother. Like, this is all stuff that I submit. I don't really ever buy stuff. Alright, this NYCC variant, though, I did buy. I got it from the Skybound vault sale because I couldn't get that at New York Comic Con that year. Invincible red foil. Love me some silk. Gotta love silk. Like, look at that art term. That's beautiful. What else? East of West. C2E2 variant. Sketched and signed by Dragota. I bought this in 9.6. And I got it pressed and resubbed it. Good for that. Like I said, you gotta love silk. Berto Ramos. I had like 3 of these. I gave 2 away as gifts. Teen Titans. Gift I never gave to someone. Dude, this Tyler Kirkham sketch. This is badass. Got this, I think, in San Diego when he did his sketch box. Yeah, let me get a little closer. Sorry about the glare. Dude, that is beautiful. Nope, it was, what year was this? Uh, 2018, yeah. But, like, that's a beautiful sketch cover right there. We got the Peach Momoko Cherry Pop-Tart Adult Magazine. They reprinted it, and I love her art. And also has a little sketch. This one's only a 9.6. Let me get it on camera. 9.6, but you can't be too greedy. You take what you can get, but there weren't many of these, and I just love her art, you know? This is a box I went through when I was laid off a couple months ago of stuff that I just want to sell and unload, like Delato art, Darkwing Duck, because people like it, like Star Wars Hastings sets, Vader. Oh, Vader. Alright, Contest Champion, signed by Kirkham. There it comes to, like, I actually collect comics. Cut the Immortal Hulk variant. Number 2. Deadpool Back in Black. What else we got? Inhumans, yeah. He went nowhere. Beauty cover's going for, which cover is it? I don't remember. McFarlane. Dr. Alpha. Like, Howard the Duck. Gwenpool sketch cover. Vader down, Vader down. 1 point. You guys like Kamala Khan? Kamala Khan? Silk. Where's some of the shit? Otley autograph, black and white. Principal 111. Come up at home. Batman. These are 1 of 100s. We got 0-25, signed by Capullo and Snyder. 26. 24. What's this one? 4. 23. This is cool. Vampire Hunter D. This was an art germ variant that Stranger Comics put out. They only did 1 issue, but beautiful. Color 2. What else we got? Carnage. The homage cover for Tomb of Dracula. This thing's crazy money too. We got New Mutants. The Rye Error mask variant where the eyes weren't cut out or were cut out. I don't know, I got both of them. No one cares about him. What else we got? Reborn. Inhumans. Why have I so many Inhumans? Variants. Oh, there it is. Right, without the eyes cut out. The Era. Oh. Wolverines. Amazing Spider-Man 4. Like again, I said, I like Silk. It's kind of into speculating for a while. Bloodstone. I sold a couple of these. Got 2 left. Also Bloodstone. What else we got back here? Pressman's Check X X-Men 11 board game variant. It's beat, but I mean, who's got one? Avengers Infinity 1, the Era variant. Got 2 of them. Dude, Birdman, Lugs, Spider-Man variant. Who got that? Nobody. Love Magic. Greens, Runaways, no one cares about. Run the Jewels. Spider-Woman Alpha 1 variant. Power Rangers, no one cares. Fantastic Four, no one cares. Miss Marvel Kamala Khan. Spider-Verse. Bought a bunch of these because I just like the cover. Now they're worth a decent amount of money. Yeah, I used to be really into specking and buying too. Anything else that's worth it? Symbiote World, and it's also a beautiful art cover with Rocket on it. What else we got? Paper Girls, Spider-Verse, Spider Noir, Beauty, it's Itty Bitty, Doctor Strange Chrome cover, Molecon, Ezekiel. I just thought this was cool looking. And they're called X-Men Gold because of the racial slur in it. Like, I collect comics. I like comics, so that's how I can speak on it. That's just a little taste of just all the useless shit I have, but yeah. I kind of like comics a little bit. Show you my original art, but I'm too lazy, but yeah. This is what happens when you just don't care about it anymore. Marvel, DC, like, American comics, they're trash now. So yeah, you saw what, like, that's basically my collection. I'm not even showing you, like, all the art prints I got, all the sketches I got at cons, all the original pages I got. Like, I spent a good chunk of money on that. And what I have to show for it? Yeah, I got it, but I really don't even care about it anymore. Like, it's reading material I got 2 balls deep into. And Marvel and DC just aren't really doing it. Like, the stories are pretty subpar, like I said. You like a team or you like one book, that's cool. Let's give you a time where you're going to buy 30 other ones, like with the House of X, Power of X. Great story, but then they did that whole Sword of X, or Sword of 10. It was great, but I really didn't need 23 tie-ins. That's why I was at the point where I'm like, I don't know if I really want this anymore. DC had a couple titles here and there. Venom was decent. Thor run by Cates was really good, but like nothing was really hitting me. Image had a bunch of great stuff, but I stopped reading because some stuff goes on hiatus, some stuff's completed, some stuff just abruptly stops. Boom Studios is still killing it. I still read Something's Killing the Children. Once the Future's really good. Nothing really by Dark Horse. But I just started really getting back into manga, and I'm like, well, why? I'm like, well, let's see. For $10.99, I can get what, like, this is like 180, 190 pages. I can get about 40 to 50 pages for the same exact price. It's a fucking no-brainer. Sure, it's not color, but I'm here for the art. Like, comic art used to be really, really good. Like, I grew up really, really into comics in, like, the early mid-90s. I'd say beginning of the 2000s, and then, you know, I was in high school. That wasn't cool anymore. You know, you deal with hanging out with friends, girls, everything else. You forget about it. Still like anime. Picked up manga here and there, but I was like, nah, this really isn't for me. And then when I got older, I was just like, you know what? I enjoy manga. There's something for everyone. And that's what's really doing it. It's kicking America's ass right now. The top 20 books in the past, like, 3 months for just graphic novels, which are just, you know, trade paperbacks or collected comics, whatever you want to call them, have all been manga. There hasn't been one fucking comic in there. You name some? Not in there. Why? Americans are tired of reading the same shit over and over spewed down their throat. And there's a bunch of other issues, just why the industry is not working. Sorry, I'm going to pull it up. One of the funniest things I heard about in the past, like 2 or 3 weeks that made me want to do this video, a couple different YouTubers have been talking about it. But it's so funny to me, and I'll put it up on the screen in a second. Jerry Conway, the creator of Power Girl, she's got huge tits, Superman's cousin, and the Punisher. You know, the anti-hero, Punisher. Motherfucker had the balls to tweet this, and I think he's a fucking piece of shit, so fuck you, Jerry. Says, American comic book artists have taken deservedly to task regularly for outrageously sexist treatment of women. But really do I see any commentary on the rampant sexism and misogyny of manga. Like, who the f*** are you to say that? Power Girl has tits out to here. Like, you created her, motherfucker. Like, what is wrong with you? You're better than that? No, it's because you can't fucking write comics anymore and you suck and the American market's dying. And manga is incredibly popular with younger readers. It's not just younger readers, it's older readers too. That's why all of us have left. Like, fuck you. And then I'm going to drop on the screen what he pointed out. It was Dungeon Builder. A Demon's King Labyrinth is a modern city. And it was volume 4. Like, why? I don't get why you would tweet about that. Like, because comics suck? Okay. So there was that. What else? Some of the other issues that I had. Woke culture. I'm not against it. I have no problem. But my whole point is, You're going to make a new character, that's fine. Don't take a white character, make him black, Hispanic, Latino, pink, yellow, purple, gay, straight, gender fluid, a f***ing toaster oven. It doesn't matter to me. If you make a cool character, that's f***ing awesome. Go for it. Point in case, Marvel tried Agents of Atlas. That was f***ing great. Arrow was great. White Fox was great. Like, why can't you do more of that? Oh wait, because it doesn't sell and the customers don't want it. But you think changing a character's gender, race, sex, completely just whatever, and swapping and go, here you go guys, new shit, you're gonna like it. No one asked for it, no one wanted it. That's the other issue. Marvel and DC are now owned by Fox and Warner Brothers. The whole point of being owned by Fox and Warner Brothers is to make money. It's about the bottom line, revenue, profit. They don't give two fucks about anything. It could be a hot dumpster fire, like when DC just tried Future State. They made Puerto Rican Wonder Woman, Black Superman, this and that. That's fine. Elseworld, that's cool, in the future, whatever. But don't do it for once and make fans stick with it. And you wonder why you're losing your market share in readers. Manga does not give a care about any of that shit. They're going to make girls with big tits. They're going to make girls with small tits. They're going to have monster women, dude women. They're going to have futanari. They're going to have gay, straight, transsexual, pansexual. Doesn't matter. They're going to have it. They're going to sell it. And they don't give a shit about it. But yet you guys get all up in arms because there's big titty girls. What do you think the fucking 90s were? Top Cow. I love Top Cow. As a teenage boy, I loved Top Cow image and just all the sexy women. You had Witchblade. You had Angela. You had Tomb Raider. You name it. Like, they had big tits. That was a selling point. Scantily clad. Gen 13. Speaking of J. Scott Campbell, one of my favorite artists. Yes, he does cheesecake women. Cheesecake women, if you know the term, it's basically just gorgeous bust women. They get the hourglass shape, and then big behinds. Sex sells in comics. But yet, J. Scott Campbell is now getting a huge backlash because he draws inappropriate or disproportionate women. And a bunch of people, I'll post them up here, that they didn't like the whole fact that he draws sexy women. That's his niche. He found his groove. And people will spend a lot of money on a variant by him. I've done it. Then again, he can also draw really, really beautiful monsters, dudes. His Spider-Man run was really good. The covers, like the Scorpion cover was beautiful. Like, just doesn't do sexy women. I mean, sure, Mary Jane looks smoking hot as a redhead. Black Cat looks great too. What's wrong with that? Nothing. But now that we live in this special snowflake world where everyone has a voice, which is fine, you gotta cram that shit so far down my fucking throat to think that you can make money off it. That's why you're losing your fucking reader base. Like, it's free publicity at this point for Marvel and DC. They're gonna make money off the animation. They're gonna make money off the video games. They're gonna make money off the toys. And of course they're gonna make money off the movies. There's no question about that. Marvel is killing it with the cinematic universe. But the question is, how much are they gonna toy with it? Like, I have no problem with Nick Fury being black. He was from the Ultimates line. Ultimates line was great. I love that. I respect that. But what are we going to do? You know, some of the new characters. Are we going to have a 13-year-old Chinese Wolverine? Because now that's politically correct and right for them because they think it's right. No, it's not going to happen, but why not? Why not push, you know, gender fluid characters like Dakin? Oh, that's right, because you don't have mutants. DC's tried this too with other characters, and it's just, it doesn't work. I personally don't care. If it's a good character, it's a good character. Doesn't matter to me. If I like it, I'm going to read it. I could care less anything about the character. As long as they're cool as f***, and they're amazing, and it's good story, good art, people are going to buy it. Like, the shit sells itself. But for you to be now blaming your slumping sales, not that we just, you know, had a giant pandemic, and comics were stopped for about 3 months. I remember I couldn't go pick up my pull list. I was pissed about that. But it's life. But that didn't hurt you. And then the huge issue with, you know, Diamond fucking up all the books. That's a whole nother story. And then DC going to Lunar and Midtown to sell books, which is another issue. And then Marvel's now pulling away from Diamond, and mainly they're going to go Penguin Random House. You don't see this problem too, but no, it's legit. It's Manga. Manga is the fucking devil, and it is just evil. And Japan should follow the West. It's not going to fucking happen. Like the creator of Love Hina, there was an article saying that we're not going to change to follow American culture. What we do sells. And it sells really fucking good. It's not just in America it sells really good. It sells great in fucking France. It sells great in Germany. It sells great in other Eastern countries. It sells great in Russia. It sells great in China. There's even fucking Manga. Like, that's picking up and becoming a decent thing too. Got high school? Yeah. But I mean, it makes me rack my fucking mind. Like, why are we losing market share in America to Japanese comic books? Well, because Americans are getting fucking lazy. Do you know how many mangaka are getting sick just because they're putting out from 15 to 30 pages a week? Yet a team in America, they could do it in a month, maybe 2 months, because sometimes they're late with their deadlines, or they'll take a hiatus every 2 to 3 months. Like, where the fuck Saga? I want my Saga back. I love the out of Saga. It'll come back at some point. But that's beside the point. The whole thing is, they strive as hard as they can. And sure, it's cheaply made on newsprint material. That's another thing. Marvel and DC also changed up their printing styles for better paper quality so they could charge you more money. I don't care about that. Give me a good book. Sure, I mean, like, yeah, I do want to preserve and grade it, but you're now going to charge me, like DC does, $5.99 for a cardstock cover? Or you could just do a thicker cover? It's stupid. No. Why would you spend that money when you get the same thing? Same thing with variants. Like, mangas don't have variants. You get one cover. Well, that's kind of bullshit. I've seen some really cool, like, Italian and German and French variants that they get. That is fucking awesome. Why can't we get that in America? Okay, I think the two variants that we got in America, one was for One Punch Man, right? What's the other one? I think My Hero Academia that came out. I want to say it's San Diego as an exclusive. Other than that, we don't have variants. We're not chasing it down. You can get repo pages for manga, but you can't buy manga pages. If someone knows where I can buy a manga page, let me know. I'll spend upwards of like $5,000 for a manga page. I want one. No bullshit. I have enough comic pages. I want manga pages. Like these Akira color pages, they're good enough, but they're not legit manga pages. That's beside the point. Like, I went fucking hard into comics, loved it. Went to all the different cons. I started out with the local cons. Once I touched San Diego, I was done. Hold on, I need a drink. That's how bad it was. Oh yeah, 2017 San Diego Comic Con. Fucking blast. It's an adult book fair with just amazingness. Like, if you've never been to a Comic Con, shit is on steroids and it's fun as hell. Anime cons are cool. Like, I've done Anime Boston a couple times, but this is like in the early, actually I'd say like late 90s, early 2000s. But I definitely want to check on Anime Con this year if things are opening up. I know I'm doing Baltimore Comic Con. I really want tickets for New York Comic Con. That was fun. Did that in 2019. Maybe San Diego this year. I don't know though. Like, San Diego is fun as hell and it's a really good time, but it's fucking waiting in line for variants is bullshit. So a scalper can charge anywhere from 200 to 500 times the price. It's fucking insane. And on top of that, the dealers or whoever have badges that get in before you can get in line to get that shit, and you get f***ed out. You just get f***ed over and have to buy it. That's bullshit. I did that San Diego every year. Same thing with New York. You can't get the variant, f*** it, go online. Pay the extra money or pay a scalper or pay some dude at a booth that comic was $20 and now you're going to spend $125 for it. You want it, you buy it. That's why I like manga. People about it, but I mean, same thing with the animes. Sure, you have a bunch of merchandise. Oh my god, merchandising. There's more fucking merchandising for anime and manga stuff than there is comics. Do you know how it is to get like your favorite like indie publisher for a t-shirt? I have a couple different ones. I have Stranger Comics. I got a Niobe t-shirt. That was pretty cool. They do sell swag or giveaway swag, which is pretty sweet. But if you get some no-name random, like, your favorite comic is so indie and underground no one knows, probably not going to get merch. Anime? Manga? Yeah, you're going to get something. Doesn't matter, you can probably get it. What else? They got toys, statues. You know how it is for an independent publisher like Image or Dark Horse? Dark Horse is more in, like, the statue game. Like, there's not a lot of Image toys. You get, like, Skybound puts out a couple things. You got, like, The Walking Dead. You got Invincible. You get a couple toys. You don't get a lot of stuff. Like, I own 2 Lion Cat statues because I love Saga. Like, I bought so many t-shirts and stuff, but it takes years to get that shit. You just don't get it instantaneously like that. Other issues, yeah. Sometimes there'll be a delay in a book, like, there could be a whole storyline that comes out and just doesn't come out, or it comes out 6 months, 7 months later, or you get books in between where you're reading it because they have a run where you have to, with all the tie-ins, you can get books 2, 3, 4, 5, but you can't get, 1 and 7. It's just really weird how they do it sometimes with mispublishing. But yeah, I decided to just cancel everything and just speak with my wallet, because why am I spending all this money on a market that doesn't give a fuck about me as a reader? And they give you the middle finger and just go, you don't like it? You're not woke enough. You're a piece of shit. Excuse me? Haven't I been supporting you as your job, as a writer, as an artist, as a company in general? I mean, I'll buy art prints. I'll buy your book. I'll buy it digitally. I'll buy it in the trade. If I really like it, like I've done that with East to West, The Walking Dead, so many other things, I will buy the shit out of it and pimp your stuff for free. That's fine. Image is really good with that. But Marvel, DC, no. You can go f*** yourself. They don't really give two shits about you. You're not good enough for them, and the whole fact is, you're just a name and a number. Like, cha-ching, cha-ching, give us the money. Like, I just can't even tell you how let down I am with comics over the years. Like, I was really known as, like, the guy that likes comics. You like comics? Go ask the next question. Cool, yeah, I'm like, boom, 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 this. Super into specking, on podcast, doing this, doing that. Like, my other Instagram was huge from it. Like, I loved comics. And now, I don't fucking care. It kills me. Like, I really want to get back into comics. But the whole point is, there's not a lot of good titles out there. There's some great writers, some great artists. Sometimes you get the, like, peanut butter and jelly where it's just so good that you want it and you read it. And then it gets canceled or it gets redone. Like, New 52 Batman, a lot of people hated it. I love Snyder and Capullo on it. It was so f***ing good. Anything they do, I will f*** with. No matter what, no questions. I'll buy it. I didn't like Undiscovered Country by Scott Snyder, but his other stuff's great. I loved Witches. Witches was f***ing amazing. Because I stopped reading comics, I didn't pick up Nocturna. But I mean, there's certain teams that you just want to follow. Same thing with your favorite manga. Except, they have a whole team, but usually it's they write, draw, and do everything. Comics, you got your writer, you got your artist, you got your flatter, you got your inker, you got your colorist, you got your letterer. There's just a lot of extra steps that go on with it. So yeah, that's just a quick synopsis that probably just took 30 minutes for me to describe to you, but that's why I got our comics. Like, when I say manga is cheaper than comics, it's legit cheaper. And, well, if you're just buying regular comics, not chasing down variants or any of the other crazy shit that comes with comic books, it's about the same. But if you're buying that 1 in 5, 1 in 10, the hot new book of the week, the 1 in 50, 1 in 100, the limited edition, like, you're going to be shit out of luck and never be able to get it again, but you probably can. It's probably going to be on sale a year from now. Or my favorite shit is store exclusives. Yeah, it's f***ing bullshit. Print run from Marvel's, 3,000. I think DC's 2 or 3,000, but they're going to say, whoa, it's only a 1 in 600 version variant. Do you know what that means? Unless I physically see them rip up every cover or destroy the other ones, you get fucked. They're lying to you. They're literally lying to you and telling you to go f*** yourself. Or some are going to come out through the back door and get sold to someone else, or we found hidden stock, we're going to sell them. Or my fucking favorite is some really hot artists do their own variants. Marvel sell them, whatever, and then they get a bunch on their website, and then they sell them way cheaper 6 months to a year later. So the book that you just paid $200 for because you fucking needed to have it, if not you would die, is now like $29.99. Sometimes the website sells it fast enough, but still, the whole point is, you're the consumer. You are the product. It's just like social media. You're the product. They don't give a fuck. They will slap X-Men, Batman, Wonder Woman, whatever, on Depends, and you're going to want them because they say limited edition comes the free comic, and go, fuck me, I need that. You don't need it. Like, legit, you do not need it. That's why I gave up on comics. Mega simple. You're going to get your X amount of volumes and runs, then you're going to get your anime, or sometimes you're going to get your light novel, whatever, however it is, and then sometimes you get the OVAs, which is cool. But it's just really depressing and just sucks. I spent all this time, money, and just useless knowledge on comics, and now it's like a relationship that was really fucking toxic. You were into it, she was into it, or he was into it, whatever, however you want to do it, and just didn't work out, but you still walk away and go, I was a fucking sucker. Wake up. You want to be woke? Wake the fuck up and decide what you want to do. If you're cool with spending anywhere from $3.99 to $5.99 a week for one comic with art and stories, dude, do it. Especially if it's a bi-monthly title, give them your money. And then when you get mad that in 3 to 9 months from now, when they switch the whole team over again, and they make you drop your pants and go, we didn't like that, we're going to change this and this and this and this, and you're like, but I really like that. Yeah, it's on you. They don't care. So my thing is, read manga, it's better. Because there's literally something for everybody. And that's why manga's king and the American comic market's pretty much dead. And Marvel and DC aren't going to die off, but like I said, to me it feels like it's, how do I put it? It's free print media that they can do whatever they want with. They're going to make money off of everything else. They've already reinvested that money that they initially spent to acquire the subsidy of, say, Marvel or DC, and all their subsidiary properties underneath that. They're going to make it off the licensing of everything else. Comics don't matter. They have the movies, they have the cartoons, they have the video games. Comics don't fucking matter one fucking bit. Independent companies, that's a little bit different of a story. They're usually pretty good, and 85% of the time they're pretty decent. Like Deadly Class was amazing. I haven't watched Jupiter's Legacy yet. Sweet Tooth came out. Like, there's so many different deals coming out on all these streaming platform services or TV for indie stuff that's really good. Nobody knows about. But yet, you're going to go spend $69.99 a month for Disney Plus to get, oh wait, nothing came out last year. Oh, this year we got WandaVision. WandaVision's good. Falcon and Winter Soldier. Nah, I didn't really watch it, wasn't into it. Loki's pretty good. But what do I want? Well, besides Mandalorian, that was amazing. Again, another property that they bought and own, which is now owned by Marvel. Go figure. Weird. It used to be Dark Horse. Now it's back to, Star Wars is back to Marvel. I'm just rambling. It's just, these are thoughts that I've had in my head for a while. And I'm sure a lot of other people want to about it too, but they can't. Like, I used to really want to do comic art, but guess what? I'm never going to work in the industry. Why not talk about that bothers me? Like, wake up. Do what you feel is right for your brand. And don't let people outside the comic sphere that know nothing about it, but because they wrote some hit novel or they're famous on social media or just a popular person, don't give them a fucking chance to write comics. Unless they really love and care about the character, don't let them fucking touch it. Because if not, it's going to be a dumpster fire. And then you're going to go, why didn't that work? Oh, we didn't do it right. Let's reboot it 3 times and keep on sticking with the same shit no one likes. Not the original shit that really popped off and everyone loved. No, let's just change it. Like, don't change it. Make new characters. If you're going to make new characters, 100% fine with that. Don't do whatever appreciation month. Don't do Pride or whatever appreciation month. I appreciate that. Celebrate those characters. That's 100% fine. But don't change the original characters. That's not fair. That would be like, how do I put it? Okay, everyone gets mad that, like, we need a black Batman, a black Superman, we need an Asian Superman. They've all done these, Elseworlds, whatever, that's cool. How would you now feel if they said, let's make Blade white, let's make Bishop white? Just trying to think of other characters, like, they would just change them, like, you know what? Here's a good one for you. Let's change Wonder Woman. What we're going to do with her. Let's change her. But it's going to be a dude. And you know what? Dude's going to be a pygmy, right? Cool. That doesn't make any fucking sense. The whole name is Wonder Woman. But hey, why not? It's not appropriation. Wonder Woman doesn't have so many years of lore. Let's make it right, and let's do it our way. If people don't like it, they're a piece of shit and don't understand. Me as a consumer going, I don't understand what the you're talking about, so I don't get it. Yeah, you're not going to have my money. Well, no, you're just a piece of shit. You need to do what we say and like it. If not, you can off. And then when I do off and go to Manga, You get mad and say manga's destroying the industry. No. Fix your own industry. That's all. Oh yeah, and remember, if you like this, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And click that little bell notification icon every time I go live and spew shit down your throat and tell you what you should and shouldn't buy and what I'm reading and what I like. Follow me on all my social medias. I'll do one here, and then there, and then there. And you can tell me how much of a piece of shit I am or if you really enjoyed this. Thanks, guys. Bye!